the top 3 highest fiber recipes I have analyzed so far. And I'm shocked that none of the bean salads I analyzed are on this list. Coming in at number 3.
On tonight's episode of Easy Weeknight Dinners that my kids didn't throw on the floor, we've got this chili cheese potato skillet. This one's made with simple ingredients that you probably already got in the pantry, and it can be on the table in about 30 minutes. To make it, you're just going to peel and cube up a few large russet potatoes and throw those in a bowl with some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika. They go into a 400-degree air fryer for about 25 minutes. Once those have about 12 minutes left, we're just going to brown up a pound of ground beef with a diced onion, some chili seasoning, busy people garlic, rotel, and chili beans. We're going to add in those crispy potatoes, top it with some cheese, and then pop it in the oven for just a couple minutes to get it melted. And this one's good as is, topped with a little bit of sour cream.
I did a full nutritional analysis of this recipe, and for a easy weeknight dinner with ingredients that you probably already have in your pantry, it's packed with nutrients. Assuming this feeds 6, you are getting 38 grams of protein and 12 grams of fiber per serving. And it's packed with vitamins and minerals. About a third of the daily value of vitamins B2, B5, and C, along with calcium and copper. 40-ish% daily value for vitamin B1, vitamin B3, and magnesium. Half your daily value of vitamin A. 2/3 of your daily value of zinc. 3/4 of your daily value of iron, and 98% of the daily value of vitamin B6. An impressive amount of nutrition, and why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, meaning total nutrients per calorie, you end up with a Nutrivore score of 299. To put that into context, any food with a Nutrivore score over about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diets. And this chili cheese potato skillet is about double that. Coming in at number 2.
Soup season means it's also dal season, and I realize I've shown you how to make my garlic spinach dal, but only in an Instant Pot. But if we make a slight adjustment of just using one type of lentil instead of multiple, it's just as quick to make without pressure cooking.
I did a full nutritional analysis on this garlic spinach dal with tadka, and wow!
So that's why today we're choosing red lentil or masoor dal, because it actually comes from this entire brown lentil after it's been split in half and has its husk removed, which is why it breaks down really quickly without needing to soak or pressure cook.
That's true, and there's almost no nutritional difference between red lentils and green lentils. They're both amazing, and either way you are getting 4.2 grams of fiber per half cup cooked.
Once you wash the lentils, add around double the amount of water and throw in ginger, tomatoes, green chilies, turmeric, coriander, and salt. Bring it all to a boil and simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, just until the lentils have softened. Then you can go grab that bag of wilted spinach that I know you have in the back of your fridge and roughly chop it before mixing it in. And now all that's left is the tadka or tempered spices, so grab a small pan and heat up some ghee and add cumin seeds and chopped garlic. Now this may look like a lot of garlic, and that's because it is. It's almost a whole head, but who are you kissing? Once the garlic has some color, add some red chili powder and sizzle it all on top of the dal. Lemon juice comes at the very end, and that's it.
This dish makes 4 servings, and per serving you are getting 27 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber, over 100% daily value for vitamin A and iron, over 80% daily value for both copper and vitamin C, 63% daily value of vitamin B6, and over 40% daily value for vitamin B1, zinc, and potassium, which is crazy because an extra large banana only has 11% daily value of potassium. That's a super impressive amount of nutrition for 580 calories per serving. And why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, meaning total nutrients per calorie, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this dal of 537. To put that number into perspective, any food with a Nutrivore score over about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet. And this meal is nearly 4 times that threshold. I'd be hard pressed to come up with something more nutrient dense. And the highest fiber recipe I have analyzed so far?
My grandma's 82 and thriving, and this is her longevity soup.
I did a full nutritional analysis on this longevity soup, and I can see why you call it that. Wait till you see the potassium content.
You saute the onions for about a minute or so. Celery, and now the carrots.
Then she makes sure to season with salt, some pepper, adds in some fresh garlic and some veggies.
The zucchini, green beans.
Add in crushed tomatoes, your broth of choice, and let that all come to a simmer.
Beans are the key to longevity. They really are.
This is true. This large 2017 meta-analysis showed that increasing bean intake up to a little over a half cup per day decreased all-cause mortality by 16%. We can very roughly translate a 10% decrease in all-cause mortality to an extra year of health span and lifespan.
Then she will add in some pasta just to make it a little more hearty, and some dried basil and oregano, a little bit more salt and pepper, and then that's it.
Parmesan cheese. Comforting, filling,
And delicious.
yummy.
And so nutrient dense. Assuming this makes 4 servings, each serving gives you 34 grams of protein and 24 grams of fiber. Over double the daily value of vitamin A, over 100% daily value of iron, 3/4 of your daily value for vitamin B1 and vitamin B6, and 72% daily value for potassium. I think this is the highest potassium meal out of any of the recipes I've analyzed yet. You're also getting over half the daily value from vitamin B2, vitamin C, copper, and magnesium, and over 40% daily value for vitamin B3 and zinc. It's a huge amount of nutrition for 636 calories, which is why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this longevity soup of 484. To put that into perspective, any food that has a Nutrivore score over about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet. And this recipe is 3 times that threshold. If you used whole wheat pasta, or even better, a legume-based pasta noodle, it would be even higher. Learn more about the benefits of fiber and the best food sources when you sign up for my free weekly newsletter over on Substack. And if you'd like to support my work, come on over and join my Patreon, which gets tons of exclusive resources, including a monthly ebook and weekly podcast.